There was a king who crossed the sea for us. There was a king who hated every lie. There was a king they could not face in battle. So they came in darkness, in disguise. Brittany remembers him. Before him came the one who lit the world, who saw the cross blazing in the sky, who rode from Britain's shores with banners furled, and built the faith that would not ever die. His mother touched the wood of Calvary. She walked Jerusalem to find the truth. She brought the living cross back across the sea and planted it in Britain's ancient youth. From that line came the anointed one, from that blood, from that fire, from that grace, a son of Rome's great line beneath the sun, who carried everything back to his rightful place. Brittany remembers, Brittany remembers him, the king who crossed the sea to heal the wound, and gave his life before the work was done. I carry what he gave me, I carry what he built, the churches and the laws and all the dead, the cross that stands above the morning still. Brittany remembers and will not forget, a crown among the saints, the anointed and the blessed. He hated lies above all other things, magnificent in giving, true in prayer, the finest kind of man that Britain brings, brave on foot, on horseback, beyond compare. His name had crossed the sea from Armorica. Every day reports arrived of who he was. They knew him long before he touched the shore, the anointed and the one they'd waited for. He came back when he did not have to come. He crossed the water when he could have stayed. He heard his people calling everyone and walked toward everything he'd saved. He came to London and he wept. He saw the churches leveled to the ground. He called the scattered people back and kept his promise, every sacred place be found. He stood above the unmarked mass of graves, 460 slaughtered without sword. He shed his tears upon their silent clay and raised great Stonehenge over them for God. He gave back land to those who'd lost their right. He settled law and made the broken whole. He gave his people back their faith and light. The king who healed his nation, body and soul. They could not face him on the open field. No Saxon sword had ever found his blood. Hengist himself fled north and would not yield to battle, fearing him the way men fear the flood. So evil came disguised in holy habit. It came as healing, bearing cups of care, because the only door that darkness had to him was through the trust he carried open there. He drank in hope of morning, fell to sleeping. The man no battlefield had ever found was taken not by courage, but by creeping. The bravest soul brought down without a sound. Remember this, they feared him so completely that facing him was never once their thought. His death speaks not of weakness, but precisely of everything a warrior and a king had brought. And what of those who rode with him that day? 10,000 Armoricans against the tide, who charged when Hengist's thousands blocked the way, and never once looked back and never cried. Brittany holds them, every unnamed one, the soldiers standing just beyond the frame. For every man who fought beneath that sun, she calls them, everyone, by Britain's name. The priests who kept the order after him, who trained the saints, who crossed the sea, they painted him among the holy ones, a crown among the halos rightfully, because they knew where all their work had come. The king who would not let the faith go down, who wept above the graves and healed the broken, and wore the cross as proudly as his crown. The line runs forward, never broken. Brittany was built upon that grace, and in the sacred paintings of the faithful, a crown among the saints still holds its place. Brittany remembers, Brittany remembers him, the king who crossed the sea to heal the wound, and gave his life before the work was done. I carry what he gave me, I carry what he built, the churches and the laws and all the dead, the cross that stands above the morning still. Brittany remembers and will not forget, a crown among the saints, the anointed and the blessed. Brittany remembers. He came from Armorica for us. They could not face him, so they came in disguise. But Brittany remembers who he truly was. She always will.